My name is Dean Winchester. A big fan of my brother Sam. We kill monsters.
Oh, this is boring. Is there, I don't know, music?
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
I can't even put into words how shocked I am at the ending of this season. Firstly, before I get into anything, there is a spoiler warning for season 13. Do not watch the rest of this video if you have not caught up. I cannot believe the way they ended this season. I was right. I called that Lucifer was going to die in this season, and I called that Dean would get possessed by the Apocalypse World Michael, even though I did give other possibilities. I loved the way this played out. I was so satisfied watching Lucifer die because, you know, I love him as the villain, right? But it was a long time coming. But there are a lot of issues that need to be tackled and a lot of things that need to be discussed. So firstly, I'm going to get into Jack and what's next for him. In case you need a refresher, Lucifer found Jack when he went off on his own, tried convincing him to go away with him, but Lucifer set him up by killing Maggie and making him seem like the good guy. After this, they fight in the bunker. Lucifer steals Jack's grace, and they teleport off with Sam to a church. The problem now is that Jack doesn't have his grace, and there is virtually no way of him retrieving it. This means that Jack is now human. This is a huge problem. Jack was their only source of power and hope for defeating Michael. So this means that Jack will have to learn how to protect himself as a hunter in that style. Unless they find a way to get Jack's grace back. Maybe a spell or something, but at this moment I have no clue. We don't know if Jack's grace will ever replenish itself. I am personally hoping for some kind of recovery for his grace, but I don't find it likely. But it is possible. We know that Archangel Grace can replenish, as Gabriel said.
Right, so Cass is helping Gabriel settle in. Rowena is boning up in the demon tablet. So, once Gabe's grace levels are back up, we should be good to go.
Great.
We know that Lucifer took all of his grace, or at least that's what it looked like when Jack was trying to kill himself with the Archangel Blade. It's not like there are any angels available for Jack to take their grace. But I can't really think of any way that they can get his grace back unless Jack takes Michael's grace from Dean, but at the moment I don't know if that's likely. Speaking of Michael, firstly, I called it. I mean, we all called it. It was expected. The chance that Dean was going to get possessed by anyone else than Michael was low. I was hoping for Gabriel or maybe Sam and Dean's world's Michael, but I knew this was going to happen. There are a few issues with this whole situation. Firstly, how the hell is Sam and Cass going to find Dean? Now that Dean is riding shotgun, there's almost no way that they can find him without the help of a stronger or equal power being. The only person that I can think of now that Lucifer is dead is Jack, but again, Jack is human now, unless they get their world's Michael out of the cage or Chuck appears out of bumblefuck nowhere and helps out. But another possibility is that Dean takes control of his vessel like Sam did in Swan Song when he was possessed by Lucifer. I'm thinking this is how they're going to fix the whole situation. Sam and Castiel will find Dean somehow, and then Sam and Cass approach him after a few punches are thrown. He's going to break free of Michael's control. I do think that's what's going to happen because I personally can't think of another way that they are going to get Michael out of Dean. The one other way I can think of them getting Michael out of Dean would be them doing what they did to Sam to get Gadriel out, you know, with the needles in his brain and everything. It worked for Sam, so it could possibly work for Dean. As I mentioned before, Gabriel. Oof, Gabriel. You guys know how much I love Gabriel. After seeing the finale, though, I don't know if we have any more hope of Gabriel returning. I am still in denial about his death, and yes, I am very pissed off about how they killed him off so quickly. I love him, but Sam and Cass need an Archangel, and I wouldn't doubt Gabriel popping up out of nowhere and saving the day. I just can't think of any other way for him to come back. There are a lot of theories about him, but that's another video for another time. I'll get into that later. Regardless, this is how I think season 14 will start. Obviously, there are a few issues to tackle. Sam, Castiel, and Jack and everyone else in the bunker know how much of a threat Michael is. Sam and Cass, though, are probably more concerned about Dean than Michael starting the apocalypse. That is already an issue. I guess the season will probably start with Michael starting his plan for the apocalypse. I think he might try to go to heaven and get the few angels left on his side to take control of heaven. The angels are desperate, so I can see them letting Michael in. Not like they would have much of a choice anyway, considering Michael is the strongest archangel. If they don't comply, Michael would kill them, and then all the souls would fall down from heaven, so that's not a good thing.
Do you know what powers heaven, Castiel?
Yeah, us. Angels.
That's right. We're all... Every angel is like a walking, talking battery. And that is what happens when we run out of power.
I don't understand.
Well, then let me make it divinely simple for you. There are a grand total of 9 angels in heaven, present company included, and 1 or 2 on earth, and that's all. We need everyone, especially an archangel. Now, the others thought any archangel would do. Long story. But your news about Gabriel is, for lack of a better word, blessed. With his power, we can keep heaven running.
And without him?
Without him, in time, we'll burn out. Heaven will crumble. And all the souls that have been entrusted to our care will fall back to Earth.
But I do think Michael will get the angels on his side and start his anarchy. Meanwhile, I think Sam and Cass are going to be in the bunker, being all sad and shit until one of them pops up with an idea of, oh hey, let's go find Dean. And that's not going to be great because, you know, Dean's possessed by Michael. Regardless, I do think they will end up finding a way to track down Dean and Michael to save him. Considering they don't have anyone who can kill Michael, the only way I think they could get Michael out would be Dean ejecting him like Sam did to Gadriel back in season 9. Possibly Michael may try to search out Sam, Castiel, and Jack to eliminate them as threats because you damn well know they're gonna try and go for him, but they will end up finding a way to save their asses. If you are worried about the well-being of Dean like everyone else is, don't worry because this is an issue going into the beginning of the next season. It will be resolved probably about halfway into the season, if not earlier. Sam and Dean are in every episode and they are the main characters. If you look back on season 10, when Dean was a demon, the whole situation was resolved in 3 episodes. Of course, I think it may take longer just because of the fact that we are dealing with an archangel, not a demon. All in all, I don't really think we need to be that worried about Dean, just because issues like this have happened before and it always does get resolved. The mother hen in me is obviously worried for him and Cass and Dean. I mean, that end scene with Castiel in the bunker killed me, so you know, I'm hurting right now. This season just fucking killed me. It was an amazing season. This is probably one of my favorite seasons besides season 8. You guys know that. But if you have any other opinions or predictions for season 14, let me know down in the comments below. I am definitely going to make a continuation of this video when we get more details about season 14. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't get possessed by any demons or archangels actually, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.